Hello, I'm Stuart Parker. I'm the Director of True Freedom Trust. Now, we've been thinking carefully as a staff team whether to go ahead with our national conference in person this year. And last week I was going through our proposed risk assessment with my colleague Paul. And to be honest, I felt quite overwhelmed at how much we'd have to put in place to make this a safe conference. Now, I had really wanted to do this conference in person, if at all possible. But as we looked at what we'd have to put on for this residential event, one that involves eating together and people coming together from across the UK, it just seemed too risky to go ahead. Also, the experience just wouldn't be the same this year. We wouldn't be able to sing together. We'd be trying to share personal matters, but 2 metres apart, probably with face masks on. So my concern was also that this year's event would be memorable largely because of everything that we couldn't do. However, we're not cancelling the conference. I know how much this conference means to so many in the TFT family. So we'll be running the national conference this year as a one-day online event on Saturday the 3rd of October. Now, you might be disappointed to hear this. I was disappointed at first, but the more we've been working out how we might be able to do this, the more I've been getting really excited about what it's going to be. So Ed Shaw is still keen to speak to us on the theme of the intimacy deficit, and I'm thinking the online format could actually make the teaching sessions even better than normal. So this year, with the wonders of Zoom breakout rooms, we'll be able to have discussion times in small online groups straight after each teaching session. As well as these discussions, Ed's happy to take questions on what he's been talking about, so you'll be able to send in comments and questions as we go along. Now, we're squeezing what would normally be a 3-day event into one day. So this year we won't have seminars, we'll focus on the intimacy deficit material, and I'm confident that will give us plenty of food for thought. We'll still have our annual ministry update to keep you all updated on what's happening in TFT. And of course, it wouldn't be a proper national conference if we didn't have some fun together. So we'll have our traditional Saturday evening entertainment in some shape or form. Do send us your ideas. And of course, once it's all over, you get to sleep in your own bed. Many of you probably spend much of your time at work in front of screens, and maybe you're thinking, well, the last thing I want to do is spend another day staring at my computer, and I'm completely with you on that. So that's why we're going to keep the teaching slots relatively short. We'll make it as interactive as possible. You can have your camera on as much or as little as you like during the day. And we'll also have some really long breaks so that you can get away from the screen and get outside to have some fresh air, maybe even recreate the traditional TFT walk or cream tea experience. We're hoping that some people might choose to enjoy watching the conference together in small local clusters. We're still planning the programme, but we're thinking it might be good to have a few hours together in the morning, then a long break, before we gather once more in the late afternoon and then the early evening. Now, if you'd previously booked and paid for the residential conference, we'll be in touch soon to refund any money you've already paid us. And this should be in your account in 1 or 2 weeks' time. If you kindly also paid us an extra gift, Simon will be in contact with you over the next week or so. So for the online conference, we want to make it as accessible as possible, so there will be no formal charge. Instead, we're suggesting a donation of £20 per person as a contribution towards our expenses. I'm really excited that people who couldn't previously attend a national conference will be able to join us this year, people from overseas or for whom money is tight. So this year could be a real opportunity to welcome people who've never been able to come before. So we'll keep the conference on the 3rd of October for members only, but if there's demand, maybe we can offer Ed's teaching sessions to non-members in a shorter version of the conference at a later date. So please do keep that date clear in your diary. I'm really excited that it's going to be a great time together. I'd love to see you there, and you can book your place today on our website at truefreedomtrust.co.uk. Do please pray for us as a staff team as we put the programme together. Please pray for Ed as he prepares the talks, and pray that this conference would bless many people and be an encouragement for them in the year ahead. Thanks for your understanding in this, and I hope to see you there. Bye-bye.